I need to confess something to you right now, in the first 5 seconds, before you even decide whether to keep watching. I am, by every measurable standard, the weird neighbor. Not the neighbor who is weird in a fun, quirky, main character way. The actual, genuine, slightly concerning, weird neighbor that other people in the building talk about in the group chat I am not invited to. And today, I am going to give you the 6 signs that prove it, because I have done a deeply uncomfortable amount of self-reflection this week, and I think you should suffer through it with me. Stick around till the end, because sign number 6 is the one that made my own sister stop talking to me for a full 10 seconds out of pure disbelief. And I want to know, once you've heard all 6, how many of these apply to you too? Because I have a theory that this list is far less rare than any of us would like to admit. Sign number 1. You know your neighbor's routines better than you know your own birthday. I want you to sit with that for a second, because it sounds like a joke and it is not a joke. I genuinely could not tell you without checking my phone what day my own rent is due. But I can tell you with complete confidence and zero hesitation that the man 2 doors down leaves for work at 7:42 every single morning, that the couple upstairs orders food delivery every Friday around 8 p.m., and that the woman across the hall does her laundry exclusively on Sunday mornings, always 2 loads, always finished by 11. I did not set out to learn any of this. Nobody handed me a schedule. This information simply accumulated in my brain over time, the way dust accumulates on a shelf you never clean, except instead of dust, it's an unsettling level of detail about strangers' lives. I found this out about myself the day my friend asked if she could come over on a Sunday morning, and my immediate internal response was, that should be fine, the woman across the hall will be doing laundry, so the hallway will be quiet. I said this out loud to my friend. She looked at me the way you'd look at someone who had just revealed something deeply personal by accident. Sign number 2. You have opinions about parcels that are not yours. This one crept up on me slowly. It started innocently enough, noticing when a package had been sitting in the lobby a little too long, feeling a small flicker of concern on behalf of a neighbor I have never spoken to. But it escalated. Last month, I saw a parcel sitting outside apartment 14 for 2 full days. And instead of minding my business like a normal, well-adjusted adult, I found myself constructing an entire narrative. Maybe they're away. Maybe something happened to them. Maybe I should knock and check. I did not knock and check. I want that on the record, but I thought about it for 2 days, about a parcel that belongs to someone I do not know. A slightly higher, slightly breezier version of my normal speaking voice that activates the second I open my front door and see another human being exists in the building with me. It is not my real voice. My real voice is lower, flatter, the voice I use when I am alone, which, statistically, based on these 6 signs, is most of the time. I have never once felt that level of concern about my own unopened mail, some of which, if I am being honest with you right now, has been sitting on my kitchen counter for going on 3 weeks. Sign number 3. You have a tone you use for run-ins in the hallway and you have practiced it. This is the one that genuinely disturbed me when I noticed it about myself. I have a specific voice, a specific register. I caught myself doing this in real time about 2 weeks ago. I opened my door, saw my neighbor from 3 doors down, and heard myself say, in this strange, performed, slightly too enthusiastic tone, "Oh, hi, lovely day, isn't it?" It was raining. It was, factually, not a lovely day. I had simply defaulted to a script I apparently keep loaded for hallway encounters. But because of small, accumulated evidence, a pause in conversation, when I walk past a cluster of neighbors, a slightly too quick, "Oh hey," that suggests I interrupted something, the universal energy of a conversation that has just very recently been about you. A normal person, I think, would find this troubling, would want to fix it, would maybe try harder to be more visibly, conventionally normal in the hallway, just to get invited to the group chat eventually. I, on the other hand, have made a kind of fragile peace with it. I have decided that whatever they say about me in there is probably at minimum fair. I have heard myself through walls enough times to know I would also find me a little odd if I lived next to me. Sign number 5. You have strong, specific feelings about communal space etiquette that nobody asked for. This one comes out at full force around the bins. I have feelings about the bins. Deep, unwavering feelings. I know exactly which bin is for what. I know the collection schedule by heart. And I have, on more than one occasion, silently judged a neighbor for putting cardboard in the wrong section while saying absolutely nothing to their face because confronting someone about bin etiquette felt, even to me, like the final descent into a version of myself I was not ready to become. But the judgment was there. Internally, loudly, I once stood in front of the recycling for a full 30 seconds, looking at a single yogurt pot that had been placed in slightly the wrong section, feeling a genuine, disproportionate sense of injustice on behalf of a system that nobody else in the building seems to care about even slightly. And sign number 6, the one that made my sister go quiet. I talk to my plants, not in the cute, mildly whimsical way some people talk to their plants, a quick good morning while watering them. I mean full conversations. I update them on my day. I have, on at least one occasion, asked one of them out loud with complete sincerity what it thought I should do about a work email I was unsure how to respond to. It did not answer. I want to be clear that I understand plants cannot answer. Before finally saying, very slowly, "Who are you talking to?" Not even a question mark in her voice, just a flat, horrified statement disguised as a question. I told her it was nothing. She did not believe me. Oh, she still brings it up. So that's the list. 6 signs, fully confirmed, fully mine. I know my neighbors' routines better than my own schedule. I worry about parcels that have nothing to do with me. But I asked anyway, and some small, quiet part of me waited just for a second, as if it might. My sister visited last month and walked in halfway through one of these conversations. I was mid-sentence explaining to a fern why I thought my coworker had been short with me in a meeting. She stood in the doorway, completely silent, for what felt like an extremely long time, but was probably closer to 10 seconds. I have a fake hallway voice I have apparently rehearsed without realizing it. I have accepted with disturbing calm that I am probably the subject of a group chat I will never see. I have unresolved feelings about bin etiquette that I express only in silence. And I talk to my plants like they are emotionally invested colleagues. I think the real twist here, if there is one, is that none of these started as one big decision. Nobody wakes up one day and decides, today I will become the weird neighbor. It happens in small increments. You notice one thing, then another. Then you're standing in a hallway, using a voice that isn't yours, defending a yogurt pot's honor in your head, explaining your day to a fern. It adds up slowly enough that you don't notice the version of yourself you're slowly turning into, until your sister catches you mid-conversation with a houseplant and says your name like she's genuinely concerned for your safety. So here's what I want from you, and I mean this. Go through that list again in your head. Routines, parcels, hallway voice, the group chat you're probably in, bin opinions, talking to something that cannot talk back. Be honest with yourself for a second. How many of these 6 are you? I want you to actually put the number in the comments. Just the number. 0 if you are somehow a fully normal, well-adjusted human being who has never once practiced a hallway greeting in the mirror, and 6 if you, like me, have fully accepted your fate. I have a strong suspicion that most of you are going to land somewhere between 3 and 5. And I genuinely want to see the data. Tell me which sign got you the worst. Tell me if you also talk to something that cannot answer back. I need to know I am not doing this alone. And if this list made you laugh, wince, and quietly recalculate your own behavior all at the same time, that is exactly what we do here on Crazy Tales. Every week, a new story or a new list about the strange, specific, completely avoidable ways that ordinary people, usually me, end up living lives slightly stranger than we intended. If you want more of this, hit subscribe, ring the bell so you don't miss the next one, and send this video to whichever neighbor you suspect might also be a little bit weird. They'll know exactly why you sent it. I'll see you in the next story. And if you also talk to your plants, it's okay, we're fine. Probably.